This video will cover how to install WSL2 on a Windows machine. WSL is a Windows subsystem for Linux. It basically allows you to install a complete Linux terminal environment on Windows. You can access the Linux terminal on Windows, develop cross-platform applications and work on Linux, yet use Windows applications, side by side, without the hassle of switching between operating systems. Before starting, make sure that your Windows is up to date and running the latest build. To enable WSL, here search, turn Windows features on or off. Check mark Virtual Machine Platform and Windows Subsystem for Linux checkboxes. Click OK. Here, Windows search for the required files and then applies the changes. Once it's completed, you need to reboot your system. Once your system has rebooted, go to Microsoft Store and search Ubuntu. Select the latest version and click Get. This will start downloading the Ubuntu, and then it will be installed. These are the other Linux distributions available for WSL. You can get them from the Microsoft Store. Now launch your Ubuntu distribution by clicking on Open, or in the search bar, search for Ubuntu to launch it. This will open a terminal. This installation may take some time. If there are no errors, then you will be asked to create a default user for your Linux system. Provide a username and hit Enter. You need to set a password for your account. Note that, while typing a password, nothing will be visible on the screen. So, enter a password carefully, then hit Enter. Retype your password to confirm and hit Enter. You can see that installation is successful. Let's check Linux standard base information using the command lsb_release-a. We have Ubuntu 20.04.5 LTS installed on our Windows subsystem for Linux. Open Windows command prompt as administrator, and type the command WSL-L-V and press Enter. This lists out the installed Linux distribution and the version of WSL. We have WSL1 installed here. We need to upgrade to WSL version 2. To do so, visit Microsoft website with the link shown here and download the WSL2 Linux kernel update package. This link is also provided in the description. Click here, and the download will start. A file by the name WSL_update_x64.msi will be downloaded. Double-click on it and complete the update process. On completion, click Finish. Now, reboot your system. Once the system has rebooted, run the Windows command prompt as administrator. We have seen that Ubuntu was installed on WSL version 1. In order to set it to WSL version 2, type the following command. WSL-set-version. Then type the complete name of Linux distribution. 2. This conversion process may take some time. Once completed, we can see a message saying conversion complete. We can check if the WSL version has been updated or not. Yes, it's been updated from version 1 to version 2. We can set WSL2 as our default version by typing WSL-set-default-version 2 and hitting Enter. The operation completed successfully is shown. Hereon, Linux installation will be done using WSL2 by default. We can check this by installing another Linux distribution from the Microsoft Store. This time we shall install Kali Linux. The installation process is the same as seen earlier. This will take quite a while to complete. It is recommended to keep WSL2 as your default version. But, if you wish to use WSL version 1, then you may downgrade it using WSL set version command that we had seen earlier. Once the installation is completed, list all the distributions and check their WSL versions. We can see Kali is installed using WSL version 2. Now, we can use our Linux terminal from within the Windows system. Let us try some Linux commands. We will clear this terminal first, using clear command. The pwd command gives the full path name of your current directory, from the root directory. Sapphire is our current working directory. ls command will list files, or directories present in the current working directory. We have no files or directory in this location. We can navigate to root directory using command cd, // cd means change directory, and in Linux, the root directory is denoted /. We can type pwd command and see that our present working directory is now the root. To check the list of files and directories present in the root directory, we use ls command. These all are present in our root directory. This mnt directory is intended specifically for use as a generic mount point for temporary media like floppy disks, CD-ROMs, or file systems. You can find your Windows drives like C drive, D drive, etc. in this mnt directory. You can navigate to mnt directory using command cd /mnt. Using ls command here will list all the Windows drive present. To navigate to C drive, use cd /c command. These are the contents of our C drive. To navigate to desktop, use cd command to navigate to users. Then to your username. Then to desktop. This is our desktop from Linux terminal. You can cross-check it with Windows. We can interact with our Windows system while using Linux terminal. Let's see an example. But first, we clear our terminal. Our present working directory is desktop, and here we will use touch command to create a file named text.txt. We created a text file on Windows desktop using Linux terminal and Linux commands. Let's edit this text file using Linux default text editor called Nano. We will type something in this file. Once done, press Ctrl+X to exit the editor. Press Y to agree for saving your file. Then hit Enter. Your edited file will be saved. You can open this text file from the Windows desktop and check its content. What we wrote to this file, using Nano, is present. We can use cat command from Linux terminal to display its complete content. We can compare here. To remove the file, use rm command. rm space. Your file name. This will delete your file. If you want to navigate to one directory level up, then use cd space ... You will reach the parent directory of the current working directory. In this way you can interact with Windows system using your Linux terminal. You can open multiple Linux distribution terminals and work simultaneously along with Windows. This is our Ubuntu terminal, this is Kali Linux terminal, and this is Windows command prompt. We can use Windows apps side by side while working on a Linux project. Using code space ., we can launch VS Code for application development. And there is much more that one can do. In short, WSL provides great flexibility to use features of Windows as well as Linux at the same time. Especially for beginners-level Linux learners, WSL gives a great start. Suppose you wish to remove one of the Linux distribution from your WSL. Then in command prompt, first list out the information of your installed Linux distribution. Then unregister the Linux distribution by typing command WSL -unregister. Then the Linux distribution name, and hit enter. This will unregister it. Here we have unregistered Ubuntu 18.04. This is how you can install Windows Subsystem for Linux, version 2, along with Linux distributions on your Windows system. Thank you for your time and patience. Have a nice day.